We're not going to do that. Yes, we do vehemently defend Harry and Meghan, but it is in response to the harassment that they have suffered for years, and that it keeps that keeps happening. Meanwhile, you have the derangers who call us bullies, but who have the audacity to then go and harass anybody who is in contact with Harry and Meghan. Just last time when they were in Australia, I am still. It still drives me crazy, but these people have actually contacted and interacted with parents of children who were seen in the pictures that were taken when Harry and Meghan were in the Doggone hospital in Australia. How crazy do you have to be to even do that? And how crazy do you have to be to then turn around and accuse us to be bullies when you are ready to harass the parents of children you've seen in a photo of Harry and Meghan with them? Like, what? So this is just crazy. This is just pure delusion. It shows how crazy and scary they are, and this is just ridiculous. And listen, for the sake of the entertainment alone, I really hope. I'm sorry, Erica, but I really hope that one of them actually comes for Erica, because I just want to see how she's going to respond. Because I'm here for each and every one of her clapback. I've already told her privately that I want to. I know, right? I've already. I think I've sent her a DM ages ago telling her that I'm trying to improve how I talk, how eloquent I am, and I want to clap back the way she does. And I know that the day anybody comes for her. I know, and the day the Daily Mail dares come for Erica, her clapback is going to be so pristine. I'm just going to sit here and take notes, because if this article against Erica that happens to be written one day is actually written by a real person, I know that in a matter of minutes, Erica would have had done some research about it. She's going to read them to filth, and then this person is going to cry out and complain to their mama, because they would have had their ass handed to them. So all that to say, what they are doing is done, because by doing this and mentioning people who defend Harry and Meghan in the press and accusing them of nonsense, they are giving us a bigger platform. They are making sure to let us know that they are aware, as if it is supposed to make us feel threatened. No, actually, it encourages me to be even louder about my opinion. Because if you're telling me that if what I say can be a threat to your stability as a media and as a newspaper, oh please, then I'll go even. I'm going to up the ante, And now that I think about it, when we see how. One thing that Erica said that I was about to say, and she echoed my sentiment perfectly. Just like she said, I had the same thought. I truly believe that they did not expect Harry and Meghan to have so many supporters. One, I believe that they did not expect us to be so loud. And one point that Erica made that is very true as well, not only did they not expect that, but they also did not expect us to be so educated and to be so intentional about how we would rebuttal. The receipts that I see coming, now I have receipts of my own, but I am learning the art of pulling out of receipts when I am, and it does not happen a lot because I don't really interact with the derangers, but now I have a file for myself of receipts that I keep hidden, that I know when to use, because when you get into this game of really defending Harry and Meghan, you understand that in order to counter any kind of BS that the media tries to spill about them, it is important to have dumb they look, because and how much of a lie, how much liars they are, So it definitely shows how scared they are. I wish that back when Diana was unfortunately being harassed by the press, that she had that much support. I wouldn't be surprised if she really had that much support, but I feel like this is one of the it is the blessing and the curse of social media, but in this case, it is a blessing. I think that social media is the main reason why we are able to be so vocal about our opinion, why it is so easy for us to be vocal about it and to really, it really does amplify our voice. And I think that with such a power, because this power is really great, it is a great power, but it depends on what you use it for. And in our case, it is to put an end, hopefully, but mostly to show support to Harry and Meghan because of the smear campaign against them that has been ongoing for over a decade. And I really take pride in being a part of the group of people who really make a point to support them and to, in a way, shield them, and Notorious JTB, it's also the fact that multiple times they have mentioned the squad by name, the Trump squad. So they are very well aware that there is an army of people who actually defend Harry and Meghan. And they have made the great mistake of mentioning us, thinking it was going to deter us from defending them. But no, it is the complete opposite. As a matter of fact, may they keep mentioning us in the press because it gives us a bigger platform. And if anything, maybe it's going to make the ears of somebody perk up and be like, okay, so maybe I need to look up these people to see what it is about. Because to be honest, if I were somebody just randomly reading this article because as I am a reader of the Daily Mail or something like that, and I saw that they mentioned specific people coming for the royal family, I would honestly question that and be like, why do you mention specific people coming for the royal family? Why are these people a threat? So again, they just gave us an opening to be even louder, and we are going to take this opportunity. So yeah. Thank you, Aisha. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hi, Mina. Good evening to you. How are you doing? Oh, hey, Penny. How's it going? Going well, thank you. How are you? You good? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Hey, everybody. Let's see here. One thing I know is I know that Notorious JTB is going to be okay, because if they are that dumb and crazy enough to go after him, they better just stop while they can, because he will roast the hell out of them. Nail to the rooter to the tutor. Like, come on now, this ain't what you want. And to a fellow Gemini, that is so not what you want. Just leave people alone. I keep saying it. Leave people alone. But they let them try and see what happens. They're gonna be somewhere crying somewhere, having a whole meltdown. If you think y'all was having a meltdown about him getting a gift from our Princess Meghan, child, please, again, leave that man alone, because he will desecrate y'all. Anyways, they, again, like everybody said, they ain't got nothing better to do than talk about the supporters of Harry and Meghan, because they know that when we talk about them or show love and support, our love for them is real. It's not fake. Unlike that couple over there on Salty Island, where their supporters, quote unquote, the people that love them for who they are, when really, no, they're just mostly derangers that just is trying to make it seem like that family over there and the soon-to-be king and queen are all that, when really they're not. So, yeah, that's really all I had wanted to say. Again, just leave people alone. If they, like I said before, if they that dumb enough to go after anybody in the squad, they better get ready for the ass whooping that they are asking for. That's all I'm going to say. And I agree with you, Mina. They need to leave people alone. Leave people alone. Thank you so much, Mina. I appreciate that. Hi, Miranda. Good evening to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Doing well, thank you. Any client kissing you today, or what's going on?
No, today was my day off. It was a good day off today. No. Bless you. Well, I was just sitting here thinking, and I agree with what everybody else, has said. This is it's just an attempt, a lazy attempt at that, to try to censor somebody, and it's doing the opposite. Is anytime they go after a citizen for for speaking their opinion, it's the Streisand effect, and it just ends up giving them a bigger platform. And also, I just find it interesting that if they see folks speaking up for Megan and against, Will and Kate, that just shows you if they deem that as such a threat that they are willing to influence a media to go after them. That just tells you how much of a threat that somebody is, because if the Sussex Squad wasn't a threat, it would be like a gnat buzzing in the ear. It wouldn't be a big issue. But it seems like anytime they see somebody that has this gaining momentum and they speak out against the royal family, this is the playbook, and we know the playbook. So it shows how antiquated their methods for dealing with an opposition, and it's not even really an opposition. It's just people speaking the truth as they see it. To me, it shows me how much trouble the royal family's in. It shows me how weak they are. Because if you have influencers out here that are, that get a gift from somebody, from a private citizen, basically, or a company, they receive a gift from a company. And again, it's a company, so, this is good advertisement. This is just good business. This is good advertisement for them. This is, putting their products in front of us, their consumers. So when I don't know, I just see it as weak. It's like a bully trying to kind of puff up and play big, bad, wolf type thing. It's just, to me, I'm like, oh, okay, so things are that bad that you are so hypersensitive that this triggered you to it triggered them so much to have a response on basically, it's not a global platform, but it kind of is, because anybody in the world can see it. So especially, to an American company, it just shows how weak they are. And when I seen that, I actually laughed out loud. I woke my cat up. I was cuddling with my cat in the recliner, and I woke her up laughing so hard, because it is, number one, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people, either the followers, the supporters of the royal family, to go after these accounts, mass report them, and to just make life hard for them, or to, best case scenario, get them taken down for like a week or two, and then they're back up. Or they'll have a backup account. or they're trying to get people to self-censor themselves. And I hate like that. It seems like I'm always bringing this up, but that is a tool of white supremacy, is to get somebody to self-censor themselves. So, you know, it's just, to me, it just shows me how vulnerable the royal family is. Because if the royal family was not, you know, was in good standing with the public, this would not have even been on the radar. And the fact that that this was on the radar enough to make a whole article about it and everything, it just tells me how vulnerable the royal family is right now. So yeah, that's all I would have to say.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're very vulnerable. The royal family. They are in what I call in the danger zone, basically, at this point in time, because no one's checking for them. So they're going after the Sussex supporters for a reason. No one's checking for them.
And you know, also, Bonnie, it kind of shows, like, to me, like it. And I'm not trying to sound ageist when I say this, but it shows the age of a lot of the people who are maybe not even show their age, but it's like they don't have the internet savvy to understand that by attacking somebody like him, because he does wonderful clapbacks, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's going to make them look like a fool, and it's going to do the Streisand effect thing where more people are going to pay attention to it because the clapbacks are so good. So it's just, they need either more internet influence savvy people on their team, and the only way to get somebody that is better at their jobs on your team is to pay them better. And the royal family pay their staff shit pay. I mean, they pay them horribly. And so yeah. But yeah. And I'll shut up now.
No. Everything you said made sense. Thank you so much, Miranda. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, Ali. Good evening. How are you?
Hey, Bonnie. Good evening. Hi. Is it not Birdie before me?
I'm just going by the order of how it appears.
No, Ali, is you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Birdie. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, Miss Bonnie. Hi, everyone.
My dear.
Yes. Oh, I'm loving today. These stupid idiots. I really thought we're going to write a whole article and we're going to shame him. And you are messing with JTB, the Notorious. And I love his response video. He was just like, okay. It was just the whole premise. The whole premise of the article.
Yeah.
He spent hundreds of dollars. Yeah, his own dollars. What is the problem with that? Oh, how dare, literally they were like presenting this kind of, he dared to criticize Kate and William. What, they're above criticism, are they?
As if.
Right. You need to go and watch, you need to go and read what they're saying about her on Threads. The Hello magazine, you know, Hello, like, oh, isn't she looking so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And people are just like, oh, okay. So she decided to come out and do something with a cancer charity, has she? For the first time, because she's been faking it. And I put my own 2 cents in. I've gone, she's a liar and she's a faker. And what's interesting, this little engagement that she's been doing tonight with Camilla and Charles, apparently you can't find any photographs of the 3 of them together. Wow. Wow. So I mean, you can make of that what you will. You can make of that what you will. But for me, I love the fact that the Daily Mail are really, really upset at the fact that he, I think it's Notorious JTB. Please, can someone correct me? It's Jonathan, isn't it? His name is Jonathan, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what's his name. Yeah.
I might be wrong, maybe, but I think this is Anyway, the fact that he received this beautiful box of all the candles, beautiful matches,
everything was in there.
Everything, honey, blah blah, and it was just like $300 box. And what business is it of yours? What business? Isn't her business supposed to be failing? Isn't she supposed to be an irrelevant person? So why are you suddenly writing articles about an irrelevant person sending a gift to somebody? It's just, this is where we are at in this country. We are in hell. We are in hell in this country. The media I blame them entirely for what's going on in this country. The media, 90% of it is them. And for me, and this might sound controversial, and this is when they go, oh, you know what, these lefties, blah, blah, blah. I can be as right-wing as you want me to be, but if you're lucky, I'm not in charge. Because I'm telling you right now, and I'm saying this with my full chest, if I had my way and if I was in charge, I'd line up all them media idiots and I'd have them shot. Maybe that will shut you up. Maybe that will then maybe temper your stupidity. Maybe then you'll realize, okay, we're messing with, Because they seem to be confused. They seem to think anyone who's on the left, anyone who's thinking about this, they're just all soft. No. I will show you how we will deal with you in Africa. Zero tolerance and zero nonsense. And it will be a savagery and a brutality which you will never recover from. I am so sick of the British media in this country. The damage that they have done, and they continue to do. And they're allowed by our politicians, by this stupid, rancid royal family, they're allowed to run rampant and run roughshod on everything. I'm so done. I am so done. And for me, today, good for you, JTB. Good for you. More videos. Because that's all they've got to come back. Oh, how dare he criticize Kate? How dare he? Really? She's on the public dime. She's what? She's above reproach, but she's allowed to take our money? These people are so stupid. So for me, I'm delighted. And I'm hoping every other content creator that is threatened or is intimidated, or these intimidation tactics, oh, we're going to write an article about you. Go ahead. All you're doing by writing those articles, you're bringing him more followers. Absolutely. And he deserves it because his response, beautiful. And that's all I've got to say. I had loads more to say, but anyway, now, I've got that off my chest.
Thank you so much, Ali. Well said. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Abel. Hi, Abel. Abel, are you there? Abel James, are you there? Well, I'll have to bring you down. All right. Hey, H&M, how are you?
Hi, Bonnie. Hi, everyone. I'm Arson. I was on here before. I decided to make a page.
Bless you. I'm happy to hear from you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Where have you been?
I've been okay. I've been doing good.
You got a page now. Oh, bless you.
If you guys could follow that page, I just make edits.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So, Bonnie, thank you so much for keeping this page and doing this lives.
Guys, sorry. Well, hold on 1 minute. Let me tell you guys. what Arsenal did when she was one of the first people to be here. You and I started this platform. You know that, right?
Oh, thank you so much.
And you were here every day with me, talking to me, and then other people came. And I don't know why you just disappeared. I'm like, where is she? Where is she?
Yeah,
I just want to say thank you for being here.
No, this is you. You keeping this page up and running, whether people come or not. You're here. I see you. I still follow, and I always see your page. I always make sure I come in, like just a little bit, and then leave or say something in the comments.
You were amazing, honestly. Thank you so much, my lovely.
Thank you. I agree with what everyone said, especially Ali. I agree with what everyone said. When I made this page, I made sure to go and follow everyone again. I'm like, okay, this is my home basis. I'll start here, and hopefully my page will grow. I agree with what everyone said, especially Ali, and I don't have the other beautiful woman right before me. You can see how desperate the royal family is now. You can see how desperate the royal family, because as fast the notorious JTB, he posted that he got that gift from Meghan, one day, the day before yesterday, or either yesterday, and they reported about it today. And as the little amounts of anything that they could get towards Harry and Meghan, anything, they're going to put it out immediately. Like the amount of time that they are like putting out these articles is crazy. Like they're waiting. You know that they have a team and staff that has stated that their name is Harry and Meghan Stories. Like I know for a fact, I said it in the comments, I believe in about 30 years or maybe even 10 or 15, we're going to get stories about how the staff members were made to purposely bully that couple, specifically day in and day out. Like these are people, if you think about it, these are people that have to keep track with what's happening online, keep track with the fans, keep track with people's lives. They have a team of people that are specifically dedicated, I know for a fact, to attack Harry and Meghan. And then of course they have the bot farms and these processes. And I can tell because of this page that I started, I can tell a lot of them are bot accounts and then some of them are real accounts. So I just delete the comments, but I'm just keeping track of like how much hate content I get. I do because of their just edits, and it's not, me bringing up anything about them. It's really just, pictures and photos. I think it's kind of hard to argue, but then of course you do get those comments of, oh, she's an evil, vile woman. Those are bots, and they have these fake pages, and then I can tell which ones are real people. So I know for a fact they have an entire process, and Meghan was right. Harry and Meghan have already said this, that like the real people online, they have bursts of when the hate for Harry and Meghan, get loud, because Harry and Meghan are out and doing things. So you'll see actual real people that supposedly hate, and it's really obsession. It's not hate. It's really obsession, because what's that talk show host, the woman with the blonde hair, she came out the other day and she admitted it, that she, just like all the rest of us, are obsessed with Harry and Meghan. They cannot.
Vanessa Felt?
I think so. Yes, Vanessa on her show. Was it the Jeremy Vine show? Was it
the old woman with the wig?
Yeah, that's exactly. I didn't want to say it. You already know I can go back to my old way. but no, yeah, exactly. They are obsessed, but in a way that is very creepy and obsessive and weird. Outside of us fans, like of course, he would get, the notorious JTB would get a gift because of, like Ali said, how much money he has spent. It has nothing to do with Meghan knowing him personally or whatever they think, or having him they don't know each other. It's because he's a fan and he has spent so much money. I guarantee you Megan has never even came across his videos. That's probably not on her feed at all. I guarantee you she has curated her feed, like she said, as like cooking things, mom things. Like there's hundreds of thousands of videos that she's going to see outside of fan content. So yeah, I think like everyone else said, it's just bringing more awareness. It's like they don't even see how weird their vitriolic hate looks on the outside. On the outside, it's like almost they've been like the Daily Mail has been slighted. Every single worker there has been slighted by Harry and Meghan. Like so they have unalive their cat or something like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the every single day it gets worse and worse and worse. Like we're able to see their derangement even more every day. And now them attacking this creator because he got a gift box. How many celebrities send out gift boxes or influencers or things like that? I think that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Vonnie, for letting me back up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, I need to apologize to Birdie. Birdie, I am so sorry. I jumped you and I went to H&M.
No problem.
Please accept my apology. I don't know what happened. I just went straight to that picture.
No need
That's
for
one of my favorite pictures.
Vonnie, no need for apology.
All right, you know I love you, Birdie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my lovely. Tell us what you think. How are you anyway? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Not so surprised the way the UK media act. After what they did to Jimmy, okay, I had said that if they're scared of the UK media, because if it can happen to Meghan and Harry, they are private citizens. It can happen to anyone. That's why they were able to attack Jimmy without any pushback. That's why they went after JB. Okay, it's the fact that they want to control anyone that supports them. The more people support them, the more of their lies are exposed. Okay, so the Sussex Squad, like Eric said, everything is built on receipts. None of this is fantasy like it is for William and Kate and the royal family. Nobody's living in a fantasy world concerning that family or these two individuals either. If wrong is wrong, then right is right. But when you see an injustice and you can prove that someone is innocent and they didn't do these things, that's the power. That's the power they see, because they've been attacking them for years and they have not had the results they have wanted, which is their destruction. Okay, so the Sussex Squad forming support makes a huge difference in what they're able to accomplish and how they're able to live. And maybe they thought it would only go on 6 months, maybe a year or 2 years, but a decade of support. And you support them not because they're celebrities. Like most celebrities just have support because they're celebrities. They have support because of their deeds. That they're trying out here to make a better world. That the things they do actually affect real life. So if they're feeding the hungry, or if they're doing something for vaccines, or trying to preserve a wild part, this helps humanity overall. And the papers, the Daily Mail, and the UK media was supposed to destroy all of that. But what they did, the more they attacked, people started saying, okay, what did they do? What's the story behind that? And now even with attacking JB, you see how these people use a weapon against a regular citizen. Gemma was a regular citizen. She's not part of the royal family, Meghan's circle, or Harry's circle at all. The same way with JB. But it's because when you're talking about Harry and Meghan, and you're pulling up facts and receipts, and people can cross-reference. Who is that? No, we don't like Murder ass, but she pulled up all the times that they mention Harry and Meghan when it comes to Andrew. They're still happening today. But is any of them talking about what's going on with Andrew? Okay, the 30,000 emails that they knew about and how that they were using them to cover it all? No, because orders done came down. Throw these people under the bus. I don't care if it looks like we're lying. Throw them under the bus every day. Ruin their support. Discredit their support. But when you go back and look at her supporters, they're all just pulling receipts. That's all they're doing. They're just telling the truth. No one's lying on the royal family. All of it can be proven. And if somebody misquotes, they take the information back. More than I can say with the Meghan haters. And they're mad because Meghan and Harry had supporters. Okay, fans, you could call them. But moreover, they're supportive of this couple because of who they are as people and human beings. Something that Kate and William and Charles and Camilla would never have. They would never have the admiration of respect. Okay, and they're mad because they can't destroy it. And so they're trying to attack the people who are supporting, but it's not working because what you're proving is what everyone's saying. The UK media is evil. They're people that'll go after people and destroy their lives. Gemma, going through all that, did they stop? Did they care any? No, because if she's with Meghan, if you know Meghan and Harry, you must be destroyed. If you support them, you must be destroyed. Look how they attacked her friends, her mother. Okay, all of that, and for what? Because she came in and met some man that happens to be a prince, a white man, there's a prince. All of this, people are seeing that now. And what happened to JB is a clear example of how the Daily Mail don't give a damn about anything. They don't care about facts. They don't care about journalism, if that is even the case in that rag, because that's what it is, a rag. You know, they don't care about any of that. The only thing they care about is tearing this couple down to make someone else look better instead of them putting in the work. And Miranda, when you say they need better PR people, and they're saying PR is not the problem, Miranda. Okay, the royal family are archaic. They want things to go back to the way it was, that he was in there being controlled, and they could pretend like they're the best thing since sliced bread. And since that time is over, they're scrambling, trying to find a way to get rid of this couple, because they literally think that if this couple fails and succeed, they win. But they won't win. By attacking them only makes them stronger. It makes the Sussex squad stronger. It made JB platform bigger. Sandy's platform. She's throwing all the receipts out there on X. Come on. Okay, they're not interested in trying to improve the image for the royal family. They just want to destroy the people that took that image away. They think took that image away. Okay, that they can't be just seen as this great family who there to serve the people. Now you know. Yeah, Kate did fake that cancer. She absolutely did. And they're going to use, and that fake cancer is going to kill her. Okay, but they're using all those things instead of just telling the truth and letting people decide whether they want to support this family in the long run. And they can't stand that now that all of these people get to see how not just how the royal family, how the UK media is destructive. They are the UK, just like the media is responsible for ushering Trump into office. That UK media is going to be responsible for all the things that go down with us, with that country, and they're going to be responsible for the UK royal family being over. Okay. Maybe not in the sense of money and power, but as far as wanting to be recognized as icons or they want to be number one in the world, that's done. Okay, all of this is ridiculous. The Daily Mail look like idiots. They look like TMZ. Okay, they look like they're petty. Okay, that they don't have any else to think to throw in, because you know they're trying to destroy their reputations. Okay, and that's what they want. And Harry even said it when that last speech he was had when he was talking about social media and stuff like that. He said they come to great risk to him and his family because they're trying to destroy his reputation. And even if it's not true, even if he don't have anything to do with it, they want you to believe that he controls everything that goes on in Central Bali. He controls everything that goes on in African Port. He controls everything. This one man can govern thousands and thousands of people on his own. Like you shouldn't hold everyone responsible if something is going wrong. But we know it's not true because Harry is the type of man that takes responsibility. If he thought that he had a part in anything, he is going to take that responsibility and he's going to correct it. And they know that. So what do? Attack the people that support him because you're telling the truth. And everyone is listening. And the Daily Mail knows it. They, like when you say they come over here, Bonnie, to see what's going on. Oh, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Them being attacked proves that. But it's not going to work. And them idiots can get all the PR nonsense they want. It will not work because the truth is being exposed. Nobody's lying. People be in the papers. I told you, everybody in the Sussex, they archive everything. Even the tiniest thing that someone else wouldn't think about, they archive. So you can always pull the receipts, and they end up looking like bigger fools. That's all I have to say. I'm happy.
Yeah. Thank you, Birdie. Appreciate that. Hi, Mimi. How are you?
I'm fine. See, when I saw that, I was like, no. I first saw him opening the package and stuff like that. Then you could read the articles that comes out. I'll be the fact that you know the articles that would come out if someone associates themselves with Harry and Meghan. They just read themselves. So yeah. Then I saw the reaction from JT. Notorious JT. I was like, they've done it again. From they're always calling us bullies, even though it's only like a couple of us that push back. Not all of us. This is the thing, like, what is her name? The person that the person that they got wrong and they tracked her back to her address. That was so funny because they got her wrong and they tracked the wrong person back to the address. Remember that story? The English person that they tracked back to the address, but it was not her address, and they didn't correct the story basically. So that's how they act basically. The thing is that most of British press has already blocked Sussex Squad. The only other person that sometimes doubles with Sussex Squad is what is his name? Shippy.
Is that Chris?
Yeah, Shippy. Yeah. Then I've stopped stopped answering. Ages ago, I stopped answering the Rangers because one of them wrote that because I have some learning disabilities and stuff like that, and one of them wrote that because I made a mistake in commenting and stuff like that, and one of them wrote that it's like you have it's like a debt you are in a coma and stuff like that. I'm like, you're wishing me dead. So from then I stopped.
Wow.
So from then I stopped commenting.
Thank you, Mimi. I'm really sad you went through that. I'm really, really sorry. You went through all of that. That was not fair. That was not fair, honestly. Who's that? Sorry, Ali. Do you want to tell us? You've got some breaking news, Ali. Do you want to tell us?
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, Mimi. Apologies. Peebo Bryson, the legendary soul singer. I don't know if you guys remember Beauty and the Beast when it first came out as a animated film, and the song that won the Oscar, Taylor's Oldest Time.
I know me some Peebo Bryson. My mom loves him.
Girl, he's passed away. He's passed away.
He's 75.
Peebo Bryson, yeah.
We are losing all of our soul singers. Like Foster Silver died. I love the Silvers. I'm like, no, but they are that age, you know.
I know.
Sorry, buddy, to veer off. That's sad.
We're being left with the crap. We're being left with the ones that we want. Yeah, you need to shuttle off into your morgue oil. Those are the ones we're being left with, but the good ones are the ones that are leaving us. But anyway,
yeah.
But God rest, Godspeed to you, Mr. Bryson. What a beautiful voice! A beautiful voice.
Gorgeous voice.
Oh, bless. And his soul rests in perfect peace, guys. Oh, so
yeah. And I love that Beauty and the Beast. The whole soundtrack to that animated film was just fantastic. It was just great songs. Great songs.
Ali, remind me who he collaborated with on that Beauty and the Beast song.
Oh, that actual song.
Was it?
Yes. Oh, it was Peebo. Who was the female vocal? Oh, it was.
I thought it was Celine too. Was it not?
I know in the video it was her in the video, and even on the at the end of the movie.
Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, they are saying it's Celine. I thought so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dear. Oh, do you know what, guys? The one thing I hate is death. You know that. I hate it like there's no tomorrow. I wish we didn't have that. I know it sounds really silly me saying that, but I can't stand it. I really
think
can't.
the wrong people are just living too long, Bonnie. I mean, I don't understand.
The finality.
You're right. What is the hold up with Rupert Murdoch? Why is he still here? Why the fuck is that old cunt still here? I'm sorry. Why is he still here?
Oh, these evil ass people. Like,
these evil motherfuckers. Same with you, Jughead. Same with you. You and your little concubine mistress, you need to go. Go.
And my Catherine Jackson boys, go to bed. Yeah, go away.
Oh, sad. Anyway, guys, so let's go back to this topic then. What do you guys think is the agenda here? What are they trying to achieve? by writing an article on someone like Notorious. Not
It's
saying
divide and
Notorious is not
conquer,
big
Bonnie.
enough.
It's divide and conquer, and they thought they could shame him, and then that he would receive a pylon of all their trolls. And I don't know whether he has, but they picked the wrong person. He has a constitution of steel, that man, and the fact that you're going to shame him for spending his hard-earned dollars. The way that everyone else gets to spend their hard-earned money that they've earned, you're going to shame him because he spent it on Meghan's products. And I love the way he said, it's delicious. He said, yes, I did. I spent lots of money on her wine. It's delicious.
And then there's something else he said, Bonnie. He's like, that's like shaming somebody who shopped at Nike for having shoes.
Thank you.
What are you doing? Like, I can do what I want with my money.
Again, they better leave him alone because he can read for filth. And we already know that a couple of people will be crying in the corner somewhere if they choose to F around with him. So
He actually had somebody crying, and I can't remember who it was. It was a content creator. He read her down, picked her up, and read her down again. And she was crying. And once again, it had nothing to do with Kate and Will. It was something this moron was saying this person was just doing too much concerning Meghan, and he read her down. But Bonnie, to answer your question, I think the agenda also is, and it's taking me back to when I was on Twitter. This is before it became X. It was still Twitter at the time. And I wish I remembered his name, but he was from Philly. He was a lawyer, and he didn't call Meghan Princess Meghan. He called her Queen Meghan. That's how he referred to her all the time. It was never Meghan Markle. It was Queen Meghan 24/7. And he was just like Notorious. He talked about other things. He was really deep into politics and law, and that was most of his content. But when Derangers came at him, he knew how to poke. He knew how to get him. So when the whole cancer thing got brought up with Kate, he was one of the first people that said, "Now, baby, I had cancer, and I ain't never heard of nothing called preventative chemo." And that's how he said it. And a bunch of people in the comment section, same thing. I had cancer. I ain't never heard of nothing like that. And he wasn't disrespectful about it. He didn't say she was lying. He just said something ain't right here. Either, the messaging is bad. You're trying to say something else. To make a long story short, they did probably one of the nastiest articles on him. They dug all the way in this man's archives when he admitted, and he was very transparent about it, he suffered from depression. He didn't look good. You could tell he wasn't eating. You could tell he wasn't bathing. He didn't really, he didn't have a shirt on. They dug all the way in there to make that like they literally showed his face when he was depressed. And we just said, what a low POS thing to do. What a low thing to do. And they did the same thing, not as bad as Notorious, but they brought up his depression. They brought up talking about he lives in squalor in the inner city, like they went there. And I can't help but notice that they do this. No, he didn't have glasses. He was bald. He was a bald, light-skinned man. As a matter of fact, I think he was of mixed race, mixed heritage.
No, the woman that was crying. The woman that was crying on here, did she have glasses?
The woman? No. I don't know about that. No. The guy I'm talking about is a guy, and he's in Philly. I don't know about the woman. Oh, you're talking about the one Notorious dragged?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember who that was. I think she did have glasses on, but you know what? I got a feeling he made a lot cry. I just remember her in particular, that she was
Made a lot of people cry.
I saw that video. She said that she was like, all these Sussex fans are coming to my page, and she was crying.
Good.
You think you can just spread vitriol, you won't get it back? It's asinine. But that's what they do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like Ali said, it's to conquer and divide, but it's also, like you said, it's to intimidate. And remember, going back to what Prince Harry said, all it takes is one lunatic who wants to uphold the monarchy and everything it stands for, and people get hurt. Now, once again, while I'm sitting here saying that I would love someone in the media to FAFO, I still have a family to think about. I still have my loved ones to think about, which is why, and some of you who follow me on my private page on Instagram, you know my family dynamic. I don't share that on here because I don't know who these crazy people are. And if you have a problem with me, come to me. It's coming out of my mouth. It's not coming out my husband's mouth, my daughter, my mom, my brothers. Like, it's not coming out of them. Come to me. Let me know what your issue is with me, and then we can score it. But it's also this thing called, and I hate bringing race into everything, but you know what? We have some white tea squatties who go low too. I mean, they say some nasty stuff, and they don't get harassed, and they don't get articles written about them. It's only the black and brown ones. That's it. That's all their focal point is on. Because I'm scratching my noodle like Notorious doesn't even go at Kate and Will like I go at Kate and Will.
No, he doesn't. No, absolutely.
It's weird that they would say that. And I'm like, huh? Notorious. And I have to think twice. I'm like, did Megan give somebody else a package? Because Notorious doesn't really talk about Kate and Will like that. So they just drudge that up to get a rise out of Derangers in the hope that they go on the attack. But I'm going to tell y'all something about Notorious. And like I said earlier, this man's platform is mixed. As in, he got a lot of his followers for his political content. He got a lot of followers for his fashion. He got a lot of followers for just pop cultural references. He got a lot of followers because he talks about Filipino and Filipina news. So what they can't do is make people unfollow him. If anything, like was mentioned earlier, you're going to get him a bigger base. Congratulations. You just advertise someone who, quite frankly, I mean, like he said, I'm just this little old page, and I'm like, oh no, Notorious, you're bigger than that. Yeah. Give yourself credit.
But see, that's the thing, that they don't want supporters, okay? They thought, they really, like someone said earlier, that Megan came in with 4 million people that was on the tick, okay, on her platform, that followed her, that they quoted her little references, all of that. She had that support. But once she went there, all of that was disregarded. She had to get rid of it. Those same people, plus more, the SUSSEX Squad was formed, okay, for support. You see the injustice, just like people who go out there and protest. They see the injustice of something, okay? And what the UK media never, and probably never will understand, it's not like they're trying to win a PR game. They're trying to make you like one couple more than the other by doing hateful and racist and misogynistic and threatening, encouraging people to threaten this couple. Okay, they won't do it if we want to do a competition. Okay, let's put them up side by side about who's doing good works, who's really making a difference in the world. But they can't do that, so they want to attack, and they attack people just like they did Jimmy, just like they did JB, and that's because the more support these people have, the more you get to see the truth about the royal family, that they are insecure, that they don't know how to function outside that institution, that they don't understand or choose not to understand, that by attacking them, okay, that it shows what they were saying all along, how they make up stories, how they lie. Look how they framed that package from JB. Okay, I done seen his page where he buys this stuff and he do the reviews and say how good it is and the quality. They didn't talk about that. They talked about how, $300, she gave that to her to say bad things about Willie and Kate. Believe me, Will and Kate or any people in here that support that pedo family in here, no one cares about Will and Kate. If you want to support them, go and support them. But it's nobody's fault that they're not popular. Okay, it's a them problem. Okay, the PR is to make them popular, is to make you hate them. That makes no sense. Okay, that's why I don't take those derangers seriously. I don't take the press seriously. None of that. Especially now. Today proved everything that everyone always say about the UK media. Okay. And first of all, you don't have no fucking authorities over what people think in the U.S. Okay, you might could pull that stuff over to the UK and have your citizens frightened and not going on camera because they're scared. It might be consequences for their family and their business. Okay, but over here is a different story. And what they did was actually gave him a bigger platform, and people will go and now listen to the squatties. They're going to listen to Sandy. They're going to listen to JB because the UK really approved everything that we've been saying, that the SUSSEX has been saying for years, that the UK media is evil, that their whole mission is to destroy. They thought by putting his name out there that those crazy derangers are going to attack this man, okay, to silence him. Because the more they support they get, the weaker the royal family is. And you see it now. It's pathetic. Whatever little thing, the cancer, KKK was there for the cancer. You know what she was doing when she was standing there? You ain't seen her in a week or two, right? Mumbling. Still mumbling. Not a
For me, I think that he needs to brace himself notorious. The Daily Mail, they are so vindictive. They're going to do a deep dive on him, and they're going to try and smear him, and they're going to try and dig up whatever. That is my only concern for him, and he can brace himself for that.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to do it.
But I want you guys to realize this, that the Daily Mail and a lot of media, all of them are on thin ice because of what's happening. Okay, it's there's need for them to make people think the way they want them to think, or whoever in power. Just like Trump. Trump wants you to believe everything he's saying, whether it's a lie, it does not matter. And he has the U.S. media behind that lie. Okay, that's what why they're tearing down these media institutions. Okay, so that you don't have a voice. But in some point, like I said, we're at a tipping point of media, and because like the newspaper, nobody reading the Times anyway. But it's like the media is the last defense for truth and justice. And when you lose that, you lose the people. So while they're putting out these articles and saying all these things, people are actually researching now. They're going for the truth. And as far as these two, they just don't know they haven't won that they have lost the fight. Okay, they are losing this fight because the more they try to disparage this couple and all the things that's happening, the more receipts are coming up. Everything that these two were said in the book, the interview, are literally happening in front of your face. And nobody's responsible but the UK media and the royal family. Those are the two ones that put Kate and William and the royal family in the position that they are in. It has nothing to do with these two. Okay, they made this bed for themselves. They could have went on about their business, left this couple alone, build up William and Kate, get her some lessons, send her back to school, get a professor, a tutor, all of that. They could have changed William's identity and a dynamic, even if he was pretending. Tell him that he's doing an acting role. And be better. But they didn't do any of that. They just kept on attacking. And now everyone gets to see who the Daily Mail is, the Sun, the UK media, trash. And this is huge because, look, would you trust them with any information? Would you trust to tell the Daily Mail anything? The Sun.
And it's not even that, but it's the fact that, you know what? Even their attacks, it's like they're now attacking Meghan for something that she said in 2016 about candles.
What?
Like, what the hell? Yeah, because she said, candles are $100. That's, I don't know what was the word that she used, obscene or something like that. And they're now trying to say, well, her candles, and it's like, but her candles aren't $100. So what's your point?
And they chop the interview up. They chop all the interviews up. They never show you the whole beginning of the interview. Okay, look, Gwyneth Paltrow candle was almost $2,000. What are you talking about? It's the fact that Megan's not supposed to do anything. She's not supposed to go out there and be successful, okay? Because remember, they were supposed to be back on bended knee, begging for the return. That's why they keep saying she's broke. Harry's coming back because he's not putting in the work to make them successful. They have to tell these stories because that's the only story they have. What else story do they have about these two?
Birdie, that's not even a story they have. It's just the same regurgitated lies and BS to help other people cope and have, oh, fingers crossed, Harry's going to come back. Like it's their grand delusion. I mean, we got to look at it this way. And for anyone who's new to this and you don't know what the hell is going on, because I find a lot of people really, Bonnie, don't know what the hell is going on. A lot of these stories are just fantasy. The fantasy is to see Harry and Meghan divorce. Either, because they waffle between this. Either Harry gets custody of the kids, come back to England, Meghan's left alone so they can hound and stalk her, and hopefully, trigger warning, she crashes into something and she's no more. I'm not making this up, so I don't have time to sugarcoat anything. Or they divorce, Harry ditches Meghan and the kids in California, because this is the big one. They don't even want the children of mixed race heritage in the royal family. So just ditch her. She's got her 2 kids. Harry, you just come on back and be Kate and Will's footstool like you were born to be. And that's pretty much what they want. That's what all of this is about. So it's not that this is all they have. It's what they're going to keep pushing in hopes they get it.
They can wait forever. It's never going to happen.
And it's so weird. I mean, this you can tell these two individuals love each other. I mean, they truly, truly, truly love each other and are supportive of each other. But this fantasy that they have carried on, just like Erica said, it is what is built in. I mean, these people now have psychological problems, okay? They have fixated on this couple so much that they are living in an alternate reality, thinking every day this man is going to leave his wife, come back, like Erica said, and be the footstool, or that Meghan, something that happened to her. These people are delusional, and I know it to be true more than ever with Vanessa. Vanessa is losing all her fucking marbles right in front of you. She is so obsessed with Meghan that the guy that was on her show, I seen a clip of that. So he's on the show, was on the show with Meghan, the little Indian one, the one from the Queer Eyes for the Straight Guys. And he was saying how lovely Meghan was and this and that, and she was trying to like, well, is she really that way? She just seems to pretend. And you say, no, she's a lovely person. She said, I don't know, but please,
Is that Vanessa?
She was stuttering. She couldn't believe it. But you see what I'm saying, Birdie? That cognitive dissonance. I was told she's horrible. Therefore, I don't care if it's someone who was in a comfortable space with her, someone who's a dear friend of hers.
Actually met her and worked with her. Yeah, it doesn't matter what.
Even Tan said, I still text her. That's a good friend of mine. And the bitch, Vanessa, still did not want to believe it.
Yes. And
she still didn't want to believe it.
And that's what's happening to their brain, because the UK media have shoved this down their throat for almost close to a decade. It's just like brainwashing and being in a cult, just like Trump and MAGA, that these people, even when they see the truth, they cannot acknowledge that, because to acknowledge it is to say, I was wrong. I've been ranting about her for a decade of my life every day, morning, noon, and night, while I'm sitting washing dishes and I'm thinking about them or her. You see what I'm saying? That's what they have done. And now it's like, people like, really? Is it that serious, Vanessa?
And you know what really annoyed me about Tan in that interview with Vanessa, when he kind of tried to sort of going, oh, but you see, the thing is, American sentimentality is different from British sentiment. No, it's got nothing to do with that, Tan. It's got nothing to do with that. Her show was enjoyed and was consumed and was successful by majority of people. You should have said that instead of trying to sort of qualify it and make Vanessa feel better, because she was like, well, over here, everyone was just like, oh my God, you're going to teach them about how to put pretzels in a bag.
Let me give Tan some credit, Allie, because he did shade England. He's like, yeah, England's just a very cynical place. It doesn't like whimsy. So he was basically saying we're a bunch of miserable F's over here. So of course it's showing
you ranked number 2 for misery over in England. You know you ranked number 2, okay, as the most miserable place.
They're talking about the white tea ones though.
and then another thing, Erica, when you brought that up, it just proves what you say. And what Randy be saying about white tea women. Okay, see, Vanessa is the perfect example of how these white women really dislike or hate Meghan. She is so jealous and envy. Okay, well, I didn't see a racist white woman right there at that moment, the way she been acting. I seen a white woman who is jealous and envious of a man's love. Okay, because her black boyfriend is cheating on her. Okay, and so. Well, he left her already, but he dumped her.
Yeah,
that was
years ago. The thing with Vanessa is she knew her boyfriend, her black boyfriend. I'm sure he told her every day that she woke up. You know you're punching above your weight with me, don't you, love? You know that you will never, ever, ever. So let's just keep it copacetic.
Exactly.
You know you're getting this goodness. I will stand on red carpets with you, which he did. And she was happy to pose. This is Vanessa posing. This is my man, black man. And the part of the bargain was you pay my way.
Yeah, and she did. She paid everything.
She's a sugar mama.
When I worked at the Ivy in St. John's Wood, I've got hiccups, about 2 years ago, and I remember I served them on 2 occasions, and both occasions, and I'm not lying, this is Vanessa Phelps and that big black boyfriend that she had, and they were, both occasions, it was a double date, so they were dining with another couple. I brought the bill, and you know when you go on a double date, 2 couples, the men grab the bill, one of them puts a card, and then the other guy puts a card. The couple that they were dining with, the husband put the card, he took, and I'm not lying, he took the bill, and he gave it to Vanessa.
As he should. That was the arrangement.
Pay my way.
Good all.
Hey, now.
City girls up. I know that's right.
I don't know if you guys noticed it. All those women.
Yes, I know that's right. I was just like, wow, on two occasions that you come in here and you wrapped up a bill of, and I think the bill came to about, £400, £500. But he was so comfortable going, here you go, you pay for it.
And you know what? I don't know if you guys noticed, from Megyn Kelly, okay, to Vanessa, all those women, have you guys noticed how they are aging poorly? That hate is really wrecking their appearance. I mean, Megyn Kelly looks horrible. Vanessa looks worse than she did a few months ago. Okay,
I'm sorry, I will say this about Megyn Kelly. I'm sorry. For me, that woman, I don't believe she's a woman. I believe she's trans. That voice, she talks down there like that. She is trans, baby. Her husband lusts after other men. She married some gay guy. Yeah, that's Megyn Kelly. I don't give a fuck about the kids. She could have pulled them up on the internet for his father. But to me, she is the most violent, revolting human creature. And for me, there's nothing feminine about you, Megyn. Nothing. That stupid voice where you talk down like that, like you're in a frat party. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Oh my God. Remember? I don't know what I just walked into.
I had to get back in my vehicle because I'm in the Walmart parking lot.
Oh my God.
But no, I'm telling you, when you do a deep dive, yes, she's got like an Adam's apple, and even her jawline. Look at the jawline. The jawline is managed jawline. And
I'm not going to say what I'm saying.
You know what?
Shut up, Megan. Shut up. You're a man. Your husband you found him on some gay site, and you know, like Don Lemon said, he was lusting after Don Lemon's husband. Shut up.
He was lusting after his husband. You know her husband been having gay affairs, right? He's been having I wouldn't be surprised if he's on Tinder.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if, what's that chick's name? Chrissy know him?
Oh, yeah.
We all know about Christy's husband.
We know about Chrissy's man.
He
Belinda, we sure do.
That's where all the gay men are.
With the big boobies. You reminded. Do you remember that show, Bonnie? Do you remember that show, Hello?
Yeah,
I know. Listen to me very carefully. I will say this only once. And remember the picture with the big boobies.
Oh my God. What's going on today? What's going on today?
When I looked at that picture of him with his fake tits, I was just like, oh yeah, he's gonna be the husband of a Republican woman. Yeah. Yes, honey. They're all the same. Even here, the scandals of conservative politicians, and they're all the same. Hypocrisy.
Oh my God.
You know, what is her name? Debunk Queen, that she had to close her site down because she was debunking things that the Rangers were saying. And
I remember Debunk Queen. She was brilliant. And she had to leave TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was wondering why I haven't seen anything from her in ages. Oh no.
She did leave, and then she
had
came back,
mental
and
health.
then she had left again.
Yeah, she had mental health issues.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I hope she's doing okay.
And
I remember she took a break. She took breaks in between, and okay. Well, good for her. If this space, you have to be good to yourself, and I don't blame her. It's not worth it. It's not worth your mental health. It's not.
No, it's not worth it.
And at one time, they were going after her kid. Like they were picking on her kid through her type thing.
Yeah, I remember she had some issues. I don't know what it was. It wasn't learning issues, but she had some issues. And I remember her saying, yeah, they're now coming for my children. Good for you. Good for you. Get off.
She used to, because at that time she took a break because she used to put her face on. Then she took her face off and just put pictures of something else. But she used to debunk things like Megan had children with this man, and what is it called? The years didn't match up. That was the funniest thing ever. The years didn't match up with what they were saying because his child looked like she was 4 years old, and if you calculated back to when Megan was in uni, not in secondary school, before she graduated, because this is what they use to say that she gave birth way before she met Harry, and she didn't finish university. So this is what they use, and the dates don't match up, basically.
No, she was great. She was great, literally, and she always brought the receipts. And that's why I think she was driven off. They just thought, this girl is too good. This girl is always, her research is, it's spot on. But no, it's a shame. But I'm hoping she's in a better place. I'm hoping that, she's got peace. you know, this site is horrific. It's horrific. If you are left leaning, if you are this, you're that, then you're screwed. You're screwed.
That's why you can't get Tina back. There's this girl called Tina, and she used to be mainly on YouTube, basically on Saturdays or Sundays, and basically she used to run this 24-hour thing, and she used to say that police are at her, they doxed her basically, and police used to be in her house every time. So basically, it's only for very short periods now. She's between states now. She lives in between two states now, LA and East Coast and West Coast, I think. So she stops doing frequent podcasts and stuff like that.
Man. Oh wow. Well,
that's the whole point. That's what they want, is to slowly wear the support. The people that are gun-ho supporters, to slowly just grind them down type thing.
To erode your confidence, erode all of it. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, they want to live rent-free in your head. And the whole calling out, how could he, basically trying to shame him for spending his money on As Ever, that was a dog whistle, because number one, while you in his pocketbook, and number two, do you think that he can't have that type of money? You know what I mean? Like, it was like, what's the reasoning there? And so basically it was a dog whistle that also was to bring attention. Well, it was a dog whistle for the Derangers. Does that make sense? So that to rally them, and to put that in their head, so that. Yeah, it is to get people to self-censor, because that's the one thing I've learned in my deconstruction journey, is that is the biggest, and that's the biggest tool that white supremacy has, is to get people to self-centered. Because as a child, as I was growing up, when I was really little, I was extremely bossy and I was extremely outgoing. Even with my speech impediment, it didn't matter. I would talk your ear off. I had friends galore, all of this. But as I grew up, I got quieter, I got shyer, I got, I self-centered or self-censored. And the shyness came, and I did not realize this until I was in college, the shyness that I experienced the majority of my childhood was because I was self-censoring myself before I even spoke. So, that is a tool of because when you get told, hush, be quiet, when you get told that enough as a little kid, it can seep into your personality overall. And it, again, is because here in the South, you're told that you don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, you don't talk about race, and you don't talk about barbecue. Those are the four main things that you don't talk about, because, again, you don't want to rock the boat, and it's a way to go along to get along. But self-censoring is the biggest. I mean, we're seeing it here with the rise of Trumpism, is that people, are cowering to him before, when he brings lawsuits to the media, they're not even fighting the majority of them. They're just settling out of court. Even though multiple lawyers, there's not a lawyer on TikTok who has ever said that he had a case that would be winnable. The cases that he's brought against big media, they have all said if these were to ever hit the court, he would lose. And yet you have the media and even schools, some colleges, just going along to get along. It's the biggest white supremacy tool that I personally have encountered that has worked so successfully. And again, in 1940s Germany, that was the biggest thing they used, was that they intimidated people into self-censoring. And you just have to be loud and proud, as they say, I guess. But I just, I hate to always kind of bring it back to race and white narcissism and white supremacy, but it's so blatantly obvious that for me now it is. But I'm telling y'all, 5-8 years ago, I would have been oblivious to it. So that's why I seem to hop on it a little bit, is because, Bonnie, you're always talking about the people that are looking into your life from the FYP and all of that. But yeah, because again, 5-8 years ago, it wouldn't be as obvious as it is to me today.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Miranda, for sharing that. Appreciate that.
Trump is raging.
Sorry, Mimi. Can we just get Delilah and then we'll come back to you, please? Bear with me, all right? Sorry about that. Delilah has been patiently waiting. Hi, Delilah. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm back. I've been partying since Friday and I'm tired.
Ooh, get you. Partying.
I'm feeling my age. I feel dancing in the street, jumping up and down. I can't do no more.
At least you had fun.
Yeah, and I'm paying for it. I'm still suffering. It's 2 days later. It's hurt.
That's good to have you.
So I have not been on social media since last week. So what's been going on? I know how to act, but I know how to shut off.
Well done. Yeah, we have this.
Can I just say, Delilah, age ain't nothing but a number.
Exactly.
And my new anthem is that song. My new anthem is that song. I'm drunken outside. I love that song.
My friend Ben and his friend Gay have been my friends on my knees, because I can't squat and drop it like it's hot no more. That's all I know. But I had fun this weekend. It was good to see my friends from Florida and stuff. But yeah, it's same old. The UK media intimidation, the war of, you know what? I remember when I was on Twitter and they tried to go after me, and I was not working. I was home because I was on medical. And I'm like, who are you messing with? I said, I'm the kind of person who will investigate and find the dead bodies. I'll file an offer. Stop playing with me. But I was like, these people have some serious issues, and what it is, they're not used to pushback. And because they're not used to pushback, they had to hire trolls and people to attack. And the more they did it, the worse it got. But it also made the country of the UK look really, really bad. Because I have friends over in the UK, but the problem is that it put a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, I don't think I want to go over there, because I don't feel like dealing with this just because the media. But the reality is, no matter how much they try to silence the truth, it all came out. Everything came out in the end, and that's why they're mad. They're fuming because they cannot stop the truth. That's one thing about the truth. No matter how much you try to stifle it, it's like a geyser. It's going to come out. It's going to explode, and there's nothing you can do about it. problem is for them, though, they have lived their lives upholding a lie of an institution and a family. So now they got to figure out where we're going to go, because nobody was respect them. Eyelashes have lost all credibility after that one little incident. Camel Toe, she has no credibility. None of them have credibility, and that's the sad thing about it. Now, one of them has credibility, yet everybody on the squad, we have credibility, and we're still going. So, the UK media, as much as they try to silence anybody, they like Oprah said, "Were you silent or were you silenced?" They can't silence us, because just because you can silence one person doesn't mean there's 100 more going. And the fact that they thought that we were all in our basements like their trolls were, and not realizing how educated we really are. That's what messed them up, because they're used to playing, no offense, but they're used to catering to the stupid. Just like somebody likes to surround themselves with stupid people, sometimes tabloids like to surround themselves with stupid readers. And because a stupid reader will not investigate, but an intelligent person will. And that's what was the biggest downfall. Everybody investigated every word they said. They said, wait a minute, I got proof of this. And that's why they couldn't understand. That's why they try to attack a lot of people at their jobs. And that's why I wasn't scared. I said, I'm not working anywhere, so it didn't matter to me. I was on medical, but they were attacking people on their jobs. They did everything, and I felt so bad. They caused people to have miscarriages. Not just Megan. It's the squaddies that had a miscarriage too. It caused a lot of stress, because we were fighting not because we knew Megan, but we were fighting because we saw what was wrong. And because we saw what was wrong, we had to push back. And that's why I said I don't push back as hard as I used to, because I can see the light. And because every time they put something out, everything is getting debunked, I don't feel like I have to fight as hard as I was doing it because I literally had a breakdown where I got off social media for like 6 months. I could not handle it. But yeah, the media, they're vicious in the UK, but the thing about it, the truth always comes out.
Delilah, can I say something? I hate that so many people, because you're not the first. And I've heard, and I didn't know that an actual squattee suffered. I mean, we heard story. Of course, we know Megan, like you said. We even know about Gemma's story. I won't say that the British media were the cause of that, but they didn't help the situation either. So she was dealing with two things at one time. And I'm going to just give everybody some advice. Because even Notorious had to do this. I don't know if you guys remember early on, not only was Notorious' main account clipped, he had to create a backup account. So he kind of inspired me to do that too, which is why I have 2 accounts. I'm like, well, they'll probably hit this one since I'm the most critical on this one. If they hit this one, no love lost, I'll just go to the other one. But he too had to take a break. He's like, this got to be overwhelming, because I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, we're not ducks. Everything doesn't roll off of us. Not everything. And with me and this thing with Harry and Meghan, it's about how people treat them, but also the things that they say. Because, my God, I've been called everything but the child of God to a bunch of faceless trolls. I've been called the N-word. They attack my hair. They attack my eyes. They say I'm a wannabe white girl. Like, oh my God, like y'all should see. And that part doesn't bother me. I actually find that LOL. Don't blame me. Trust me. Blame my parents. They are the ones who did not share enough melanin with me. That's not my fault. But I'm talking about a more serious tip. I got deep threats in my DMs. I got them. And one had the audacity to show his face. And I said, I got you, bitch. So I took my time. I sat there with my feet up. Oh, let's go through your follow list. Let's see. Ooh, these people got the same last name as you. Oh, you're on here? Clocked it. Found his fucking wife. This your man? Is this your man? And that woman profusely, I never told anyone that. That woman profusely apologized to me. And I said, you know what, ma'am? I don't want an apology from you. I want you to reassess the type of man you lay in bed with who can do this type of thing while you don't know. This is what he's doing to me. Mind you, he was leaving nasty stuff under my comments. You know what about? Me reviewing the Ask Ever products. He lived under those comments. I'm getting deep threats over that. I was like, what is going on? Of course, like I said, I was very transparent with my husband, and he said, they'll never see you. They'll see everything in my storage case, but they'll never see you. And I said, well, I don't even want to put you in a situation where you have to do that. But this is what they do. This is what they do all the time. So
Erica, can I just say, I think that individual, for a man to be doing that to a woman, I think he was paid. He is paid to do that.
But Ali, they would send men after us. I remember them sending men because I was getting men in my DMs. So like, number one, I don't respond to any man. That's just a no-no for me. I don't play with that. But they would try to do little things, and it started making me side-eye. And then they had, you had those who would try to take advantage of us because somebody took advantage of me. But it's just how vicious it was, and it just showed no mercy. And the fact that
I just don't get that. Why would
The same, Ollie, the same men that sit on a panel trying to see what body language Megan is representing, talking about, oh, she's lying because she did her shoulder this way. She blinked twice. Men are just as capable.
You're right.
And the thing is that these people on social media, like social media is so toxic, especially with people who are already negative. That's why I'm a firm believer. And if you have negative people in your life, you need to get them out immediately.
Exactly.
I don't care if they're your sisters, your brothers, your mother, your father, because if you do not, your life will be destroyed. It's no way about it. You can't convince them to be better people. And getting offline, because like I'm not going to argue with people in the comments back and forth every day, hours upon hours. I might say 3 words and that's the end of it. Block.
Exactly.
Okay?
I just 9 times out of 10 you argue with bots anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
I can tell you how you know it's a bot. When the bots only have 3 words to say the same thing, she's not a princess. He betrayed his family. Just like 3 word quotes. But
whenever they go, she's not a princess. You're right. Yeah. She's a queen.
Exactly. People are online. Like just like we talked about how people have committed suicide on because of what was happening online. Okay, you have to take those breaks because those people, that's their lives, is to antagonize everyone, to spew hateful thoughts and words that they always wanted to do, and they do it online. But the things that give them power is your response.
I think it's disgusting that they do this to Megan and then do not believe when she came out and said that she was experiencing.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's disgusting. And I completely understand. It makes so much sense why Harry and Megan would do this large stride on social media protection for people and children, because it makes so much sense. It hits so close to home for them and for us. They know what we are experiencing as supporters of them as well. Yeah. How being on the opposite side of that and then also not seeing the irony of it, these people are truly, they want it to be this way. They do not want the truth to come out exactly like Birdie said. They do not want the truth to be seen, because how do you see, like a lot of these people that are actual people that are putting these responses do this day in and day out. They just make sure that they see all of Harry and Meghan content that's positive, and they make sure they put negative comments on it. And
remember they had, how did they did on old Twitter, they had it programmed where if anything about Harry and Meghan came up, they automatically knew.
They got a notification.
They were on it before we were. Yeah, that's how bad it was. And like you said, you have to take a break, because I think at the time I had lost my nephew. I was going through so much stuff. I said, nope, I can't. I had to step back, because my mental was gone. Because I was not sleeping, because I was on UK time. I was because you were constantly fighting. And I said, why am I fighting like this? And I said, nope, I got to take care of myself. And I backed up because people would still use content, try to bypass it for you. And if somebody told me what I was doing, so, and a lot of things I do, it's everyone knew who I was on Twitter because everything I had scriptures in it. So if it had scriptures in it, they knew it was me. So somebody was trying to manipulate my stuff. I said, you know what? I'm tell you now, I don't have time for it. So I stopped posting that way. I just slowed it down. But these people let's just call it what they are. They're the clan of social media. They are the clan. They are the clan of social media. They are aggressively attacking people, just like they would do in communities where they thought they were safe to attack people. And because you have those in power, again, those who own these platforms, whether you want to admit it or not, have that same mentality of a whitey supremacy, because they have no desire to stop it from happening to us. As a matter of fact, we're the first ones. I have gotten banned for just saying stupid stuff. I said, why am I getting banned? And these people calling me the N-word, they're calling people all these B's and all this, but I get banned for telling the truth. That's when I knew social media is not about protecting people who look like us, or people who just people who are of our diaspora. They are just about the money. So I don't trust any person in social media until they actually. That's why I like being on Spoutable. One, we can really band together, and two, I feel safe. I don't feel like I have to always be looking over my shoulder. Yes, and he has put in parameters that makes me safe. So that's why I prefer being on Spoutable, because that's my safe space. So when I'm on social media, that's where I'm at.
Delilah, also, I don't think derangers want to touch Spoutable. They can't stand Boozy, and they don't even want to go over there just to even listen to what we got to say. They are avoiding it, and I love that about it. Different thing on, over on Hellscape and here, but Spoutable is literally a deranger-free zone. But I want to say this too, Delilah. Not only are we not, so to finish up with that moron who was threatening me, his wife was like, oh, he's dealing with some issues, his alcoholism and all of this. And I know what I told her?
A reason why they're doing it. Stop being a jerk. Just don't be a jerk. You don't want people to criticize you. You want to sit there and baby them, but you want to attack somebody that you'll never meet or never come into their space. That's just the bottom line for all of us. So when they did that to Boozy, because they were at his house, they got bad. It was bad. They are just, that shows how intent they are. But the thing about it just reminds me, again, they did not try to stop it, even though he put in parameters to help them find the fake accounts. And he with what was it called? Bot Sentinel. He put it in place to save. He literally tried to save the app. But they didn't take it seriously. He got off of it. He's like, okay, bad, I got my own. And he asked us, would we help him start it? And I supported him because I saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to make a safe space. And he was calling out all these people. So I'm going to go with somebody who's actually concerned about my well-being. He's a good example of somebody who didn't let the money of somebody else to overtake his morality. And especially since they went after his mother, that pissed him off. He went nuclear. And
There's another squad in Delilah. I don't know if you heard this or the rest of you. And this was recently. I want to say this was last year when Harry was in the UK. They accused her of being the
stalker.
The stalker. And they knocked on this woman's door. And I'm thinking to myself, now, when I was on X, this person, because I didn't know her first or last, I didn't know anything. Like, I only knew her as her handle name. I didn't know her name personally. So it was creepy to me that they found out who she was. It was creepy. But Bonnie, I want to say something else because I promised that I was going to give some pointers to people on how we can navigate, because I don't want anyone to feel like this isn't fear mongering, to say, don't do this. It's not worth it. They're going to come for you. I still think that it's crossing the line when you start knocking on supporters' doors. What do you want? It's crazy to me. What do you want? And if I'm not mistaken, that's doxing. The Daily getting unlawful